Hey guys, Dale Malik here with Watch to Wear. Thank you for joining me today. So last week we did an unboxing of the Dan Henry 1964 Gran Turismo Chronograph. This is the evil Panda dial with the no date. I apologize in the unboxing. I think I referred to it as a 1963. My bad there, but it's a 1964 Gran Turismo chronograph, no date. So I wanted to give you an update on my opinion of the watch after having it for about a week. I wore it pretty much 80% of the time, and I have here as well, just so you can get an idea of the case size and kind of how it looks. This one right here, this chronograph right here, is a period 1960s chronograph. It's called a Sheffield. It's operated by a Venus 188 automatic movement. The case size on this is 36 millimeters. As you know, the Dan Henry is 38 millimeters. And over here we have my beloved, I'm going to say that again, beloved Breitling Navitimer. This is a 1966 Navitimer, 100% original. It has the Venus 178 mechanical movement. Just a beautiful watch. But anyway, you can see, maybe get an idea of the case size, how it falls somewhere in between the 36 and the 40 on the Breitling Navitimer. We got the 38 right here with the Dan Henry. So my couple criticisms with the watch, and this is just personal. You guys may disagree, and that's the beauty of owning and collecting watches. A couple things I do not like with the watch. I'm not a real big fan of the AR coating. To me, it takes away maybe the matte black dial finish. Kind of looks a little bluish, I guess, if that's a word. Get a blue hue there as well, and I don't necessarily like that. And I don't like how it reflects, but look, I can live with it, trust me. Another thing I really don't like in particular are the straight lugs. They're a little bit straighter and longer, but then again, this is a personal preference. I would prefer the lugs very similar to the Sheffield right over here, or even the Navi, how they just cut down a little bit. These do curve and hug your wrist exceptionally well. I do have a 6.75 inch wrist, 6 3/4, but it's a great watch. Another thing, on the forums, I participated with a couple watch postings on the forums. I said that the bracelet clasp was a little chintzy. Maybe that was the wrong word to use. Look, I haven't had any issues with it. It is a single pusher clasp. The one thing I can say, maybe the reason why I used the word chintzy, was because I just don't get that click when you fasten the clasp, like my Seamaster or some of my other high-end watches. But then again, for a $250 watch, it's perfectly acceptable. Haven't had any issues with it, never came undone or unbuckled. Look, it's pretty darn good. So if I offended anybody and I said chintzy, well, so be it. You're not the first person I will offend. Love the Beads of Rice bracelet. It's a very nice bracelet. It's kind of light, but it's very, very sturdy. It doesn't, you can't hear it. It doesn't chink or whatever you want to call that. And it doesn't pinch your hairs, which is really neat. Now the watch comes with, when they ship it, with already has the leather strap on it. I immediately switched out. But one thing I did notice with the leather strap, kind of squeaked a little bit. And interestingly enough, I was looking at another Dan Henry watch on the internet, and I do believe it was the maybe the 1939, I can't remember which one it was, one of his other watches, and they were doing an unboxing, and the gentleman that did the unboxing, his strap was squeaking. So I don't know if it had something to do with the leather strap. Look, it's not the greatest leather strap in the world. It's very thin. It looks good. Now, you can pick up a nice strap for $20, $30 online. That'll be just fine. Nice alligator or croc grain type leather. That would work out very well if you choose that. I prefer the metal strap, especially in the summer with the heat. I don't like wearing a leather strap because of the sweat. But other than that, other than really the lugs, the strap, which you can replace pretty easily, in the AR coating, I think the watch is awesome. I would give it 5 stars on a review. You take into consideration the price of the watch and what you get for the price. It's just, I don't think you can find anything out there. And I've looked for a mid-size chronograph that would fit the bill. Now I will tell you this, the Panda and the Evil Panda dial, as you see, the one I have right here with the no date, is sold out. So you're gonna have to join the waiting list there. These things sold very, very quickly. But anyway, just a lovely, lovely watch. I really enjoyed wearing it. I've been wearing it, like I said, pretty much 80% of the week. Other than those two things, the coating and maybe the lugs, this Dan Henry hit the nail on the head with this guy. Just a beautiful, beautiful watch, and I would highly recommend buying it. And I do believe a lot of guys are leaning towards the slate gray version, which I think is kind of cool too as well. But anyway, just wanted to kind of review this after a week to give you an idea of my update. There is a good review online about the watch. The Urban Gentry did the review, did a fabulous job. And I know a lot of guys were kind of bashing his review online on the forums, but look, the guy did an awesome job. He sold me, but most importantly, when I got the watch, his review was dead on, dead on. He went through it. He didn't like the 19 millimeter lug width. Look, you can find plenty of straps out there with a 19. So, but like I said, hey, I use the bracelet, so it's irrelevant to me. But anyway, his review was just simply awesome. He sold me, but like I said, most importantly, he was dead on. Very truthful, honest review. So what I will do is I will leave a link below, like I said, and I have it in the unboxing so you guys can check out his review. But anyway, no complaints here. Great watch. Awesome, awesome value. You can't get any better. But one thing I wanted to do before I sign off today, let's move these guys aside. I wanted to show you a watch that I just got in yesterday, actually. If you can see that. Put that right there for us. Center it up for you. New edition. This is a Bulova Accutron Spaceview. Went over, keeps time flawlessly. Just put this little lizard grain strap on it. Gonna probably buy a green one. I think would be really, really cool. But I just picked this up. It's a 1966, 100% original. I looked at it, and then I had a watchmaker look at it today for me. He's like, "Boy, you got a beauty." He's like, "How's the time?" I said, "Perfect." And the batteries that it takes is kind of a unique battery, and you got to pick them up online, so you just can't go to your local Battery Plus store and pick one up. But this is a super, super cool watch. I call it the original swatch. There's a great review on the internet, once again, from the Urban Gentry, did an awesome review. And interestingly enough, I was watching his review about 2 weeks ago, and I was watching a review on this watch in particular. And I was at that antique store that I told you guys about, that I went and bought the Gruen, the Hamilton, the Bulova, and a couple other watches I have in my collection. And I was coming back from out of town on Thursday. Today is Saturday. And I just said, I'm just going to pop in and see what they have. And they actually had one, in addition to this one, they had a 70s version with the cushion shape, 14 karat gold. She's like, yeah, I got another one in the back. I'm like, oh, what do you got? She's like, well, I got one with a gold plate. And I'm like, well, let me take a look. I not in particular didn't want gold, kind of wanted the stainless steel. So she brought it out and she's like, no, I made a mistake. It's stainless steel. And I looked at it and I'm like, this is beautiful. I'll take it. So I will tell you what I paid for it. I have no qualms. I paid $250. And it was so interesting because after I saw that video, I was on eBay looking at them, and they were running anywhere from $300 to like $600-700. You're taking a crapshoot. I do believe when you go off eBay, you got to look at the reviews. There is a guy on there that has pretty good reviews that restores them. But boy, I don't know if you call it serendipitous or not, but this watch, boy, I'll take it. I didn't have the cash on me because I don't carry a lot of cash with me, so I know the people there very, very well. And she's like, I'll hold it for you. So I set the time, came back about 24 hours later the next day, and kept time exactly. Even right now, two days later, it's right on the dot. It's 3 o'clock on my GPS time on my cable box, 3 p.m. there. It's keeping beautiful, beautiful time. Now, very cool thing about this watch, you can flip it over in the back there. This is where the battery goes in, and right there is how you change the time because it doesn't have a crown, as you can see. So what this does, I'll put this aside, see if we can take a look at this. This kind of like flips up like that. If you can see that right there. And that's how you change the time. And when you're done, just put it back there, done. The serial numbers down there, mine's an M6, M meaning in the 60s, and the last digit, 66. So this was a really, really cool treat. Very cool. It's actually my birthday, 1966. So I just gave you away my age, but I couldn't be even happier. I got my 66 Bulova Accutron Spaceview and my beloved Breitling Navitimer 1966. So I couldn't be any happier with this find right here. In the crystal is just, it's plastic obviously, but it's in impeccable condition. And it's just really cool. You can see the tuning fork there, how it's being run. Super, super cool. It's just a very, very cool watch. And the dial is actually painted on the crystal there. So very cool. It's got the loom hands and that lovely ticking second hands. It's just a beautiful watch. But anyway, couldn't be any happier with that find right there. So I know we usually do this at the beginning, but just wanted to give you a quick website update. We're still progressing very nicely. I apologize. I had every intentions of launching in August, but vacations and just getting things done right. We want to make sure that when we launch this, it's 100% perfect. I don't want any glitches. If you guys know anything about software and software development, you know how things can get delayed. And it's being delayed for a good reason. We want this to be the best watch marketplace out on the internet. I think you guys are going to love it. You're going to love selling on it. You're going to love buying on it. And we are doing something a little bit different with it. So you're really, really going to like this a lot. I'm super excited about it. But anyway, it will get done. We're probably looking the first week of October, maybe this month. Who knows? We're going to push as far as we can get it done, but we're going to make sure it's done right. But anyway, thank you for watching my update on my, put it back in the mix right there, my 1964 Dan Henry 1964 Gran Turismo, no date, the evil Panda dial after 1 week, and showing you my newest edition, my Bulova Accutron Spaceview, and of course my beloved Breitling Navitimer, which I've done a video or two about that before in the past. But anyway, in closing, make sure that you will always have a watch to wear.